Hey everyone, today is Sunday, which means it's meal prep day. So come along with me as I show you how I prep my protein-focused breakfast and lunches for the upcoming week. Okay, so we're in my kitchen and we are gonna get started with first making the main source of protein that I consume, which is chicken. So I'm going to start with marinating my chicken, and then we'll move on to like how I cook the chicken. So I use chicken tenderloins. I usually get these from Costco, the generic Kirkland brand. I actually find these to be much better than the chicken breast. I find that these are more tender and not as chewy as the chicken breast, and they contain relatively high protein to fat ratio, which is what I'm typically aiming for. My usual food is always chicken and rice with some veggies on a side salad. So I try to mimic maybe like a chipotle bowl or like a shawarma bowl that I usually like eating when I'm outside. So that's kind of what I'm going to be aiming to do today. I'm going to be marinating my chicken in what I think is like the closest to shawarma spices. And so let's get on with it. Let this marinate for an hour or so if I have the time. So now I have some time, so while my chicken is sitting, I'm going to quickly prep my rice and the rest of the veggies that I'm going to be eating during the week. So let's get on with it. I make my rice using a rice cooker. Honestly, like the easiest way to make rice, I just use this Black & Decker rice cooker. I've had this for a while now, like I think almost, I want to say like 8 or 9 years. It's traveled with me to so many countries. But this is my trusted method of making rice. You can just like never go wrong with rice in the rice cooker. So I'm going to be making a flavored turmeric rice, which is basically very simple. It's just like regular rice, but with a little bit of flavor in it. So I can get that turmeric rice feel for my shawarma bowl. Little additions in terms of spice and flavor can take your food to next level, especially if you're meal prepping, if you're trying to watch your calories, if you are sticking to a diet plan and you just want to eat good food. I think spice can make so much difference to your food, and just like flavorful food leaves you feeling so satisfied and full with your meal that you actually don't have cravings. And I found that that's the best way for me to stick to my nutrition goals. So that being said, let's dive into how I make this rice. I actually think chicken broth is a game changer when it comes to flavored rice. If you don't have chicken broth, another thing that you can do is you can use bouillon cubes. I find that it also adds a similar kind of flavor. I usually get the chicken bouillon cubes from Knorr. It's actually pretty good. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use chicken broth today, but that's my usual like go-to when I'm making like flavored rice. Alright, so my rice is actually good to be cooked. I'm just gonna mix it so the turmeric basically dissolves in it, and I'm gonna just put it for cooking. My rice is cooking, my chicken's still marinating. Now I'm just gonna quickly prep the veggies that I want to eat during the week. So I usually get the small potatoes. I have a big sweet potato, so I'm just gonna cut these up into cubes and throw them in the oven. These potatoes are going to go into the oven, so I'm just going to use a baking tray like that, and like I have parchment paper on it, and we're going to actually throw these into the oven. Okay, so my potatoes are now ready to go into the oven, and I'm just going to, before I put it in the oven, I'm also going to prep what is my breakfast. So my breakfast is be egg white bites. We usually like to just do breakfast on the go. I come back from my run and I just want something quick to eat along with my protein shake. So I like to start my day with a protein-filled meal, and I find that eggs are the best. So I'm gonna just quickly also prep my egg white bites, and then we'll put the potatoes and the eggs in the oven all at once. So between two people, between me and my husband, I'm going to do 6 eggs and 6 egg whites, and that will probably give us enough breakfast for the next 5 days. So the potatoes are prepped, my egg white bites are prepped, my chicken has been marinating for a while, so that is actually good to go now. So I'm just gonna put the egg white bites and the potatoes in the oven, and I'm gonna put the chicken in the air fryer because I like the texture of the chicken when it comes out of the air fryer. So let's go and do that. For my air fryer, I like to do I'll do 380 for 15 minutes, and I'll check back and see how it's doing after 15 minutes. I'm gonna do bake at 350. 350 is good, so I'm just gonna start, and it's just preheating now. So my oven is actually preheated now to 350, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the egg white bites and the potatoes in the oven now. So I picked up some fresh corn from Trader Joe's. I'm actually going to steam the corn. I like to just use a bowl with a steamer basket. I'm just going to add some water in, and I'm just going to place the corn in the basket like that. The lid on it, and just steam it for 20 minutes. Okay, so everything is basically cooking. That preparation I think took me about an hour, I'd like to say. While everything's cooking, I actually just sit down and do some work, and once it's all done, I'm gonna put them in boxes, and that will be the end of my meal prep. So I'll see you in maybe about 30 minutes. Alright, my chicken is also done. As you can see, it's got a nice color. I'm just going to wait for this to cool down a little bit, and then I'm just going to chop it up. Okay, so I will typically portion the rice and the chicken a bit like that, and then I usually eat it with a side of salad. I get like ready-made salad bags from Trader Joe's. It comes with a dressing, so I like to just make a portion of it on the day off during my lunch hour, and I'll quickly just add the salad to this bowl. I'll reheat the bowl, and I will have that for lunch. So that bowl was about 150 grams of chicken and about 100 grams of rice. I portion it. I've been doing it for a while now, so I don't necessarily have to use the weighing scale anymore. I can intuitively tell based on just looking at it how much it would be, and also like when I prep my meals, I know that I usually do 1 cup of rice and I do about 600 to 700 grams of chicken. So I just equally divide it into 4 boxes, and there's my math. So this is usually what my prep looks like once I'm done. The egg white bites for breakfast, the chicken and rice bowls for lunch. I usually add them, eat them with like a salad or sometimes with Greek yogurt. I'll sometimes dice some tomatoes and cucumbers and just add them to the bowl, but I like to do that on the day off, so I still have some semblance of just the food being fresh and new, and I can change my dressing or my hot sauce or my salad based on what I'm feeling like that day. The corn is usually I eat it as a snack, or if I'm feeling too hungry, then maybe I'll eat it with my lunch. So that is my lunch prep. I find that this lunch prep saves me a lot of time. I'm usually rushing from meeting to meeting on a regular work day, so I don't have the time to prep lunches, but I still have nutrition goals that I want to hit. With my running, I try to get in a lot more protein and balance out my protein to carb ratio, so it's extremely important for me to eat healthy so I can stick to my fitness goals, my running goals and whatnot. So I find that meal prep has just made my life like just so much easier. Yes, it does take quite a lot of time on the weekends, I'm not gonna lie. We usually reserve our Sundays for prepping our meals, but once you get into the habit of doing it, I find that it just becomes easier and it simplifies your life. So I think that it's great to prep your meals, and if you're I'm a creature of habit, so I can actually eat the same thing every day, so I can put it in boxes and eat the same thing every day. But if you like variety in your food, then I recommend just prepping it's the same way that I did, but maybe you can switch it up every day. You can have the chicken and rice one day, you can have the chicken in the form of a wrap one day, or maybe like just make a sandwich out of it. There's just so many ways you can use pre-cooked food, and I find chicken, egg are so versatile. You can do so much with it. So that being said, that was my meal prep video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. All right, thank you so much. If you've hung out with me up until now, then I'm extremely grateful for your presence. Thank you.